Hey guys, Frankie here, the Fight Business Coach. If you're running a combat sports gym and you feel like you're stuck at 60, 80, maybe even 100 members max, this video is for you. I've worked with over 80 fight gyms across Australia and New Zealand, from small town startups to big city fight teams. And I've seen one brutal problem. Most gyms stall at 100 members. Not because their coaching sucks, not because their fighters aren't good, but because you're stuck in habits that kill growth. And no one's taught you the tools to get out of it without selling out. Today, I'm going to break down exactly why most gyms don't grow past that threshold and how to fix it with systems that protect your passion while building your business. Your first problem is that you're not visible. You might be the best kept secret in your area, and that's exactly the problem. You're not visible online. You rely on word of mouth, maybe a bit of Instagram, but no real strategy. And meanwhile, the McDojo down the road has full classes. They're not better, they're just louder. The reason why the combat sports community trusts and works with me is because I've been there. I grew my own Muay Thai and BJJ club to 750 members, and the only way I did that was learning how to maximize returns on social media for our type of clubs. Here's what visibility actually looks like for a fight gym. Consistent content that speaks to locals, not just fighters. Running targeted ads in a 5 to 10 kilometer radius with videos that showcase your vibe, not just your offers. Getting reviews and testimonials so people feel safe coming to your club. This fix isn't about being cringy or fake. It's about being seen, and when people see you more than once, you become the go-to in the gym in the area. The second problem clubs under 100 members make is that you're running it like your old coach. A lot of owners are still copying what their coach did, and their coach had no clue about business. When we first started training 20 years ago, combat sports gyms were just taking off, and most gyms only had a fight team. And I get it, we do this for the love of our sport, but you can do it for the love and get paid. Nowadays, everyone wants to be a fighter without actually being a fighter. We're the modern day martial arts gyms where the entire family can train. However, you need to run it like an actual business. You can't have classes all over the place, pricing in cash, non-existent admin processes. Most owners I speak to are amazing coaches, but burnt out doing everything themselves and usually working a second job just to barely scrape by. Here's how you fix this. You set a timetable where you're not running everything. Delegate beginners and kids to a coach you train up. Use softwares like ZipLeads for marketing and ClubWorks to run payments, bookings, and leads. I've partnered with both these businesses to create specific combat sports systems. Hire a receptionist for $25 an hour and install front desk procedures that give you back 10 hours a week. This doesn't mean turning into a franchise. It means building structure so your love doesn't get crushed by chaos. The third problem, and the most frustrating one, is you refuse to fucking level up. Let me ask you something. Would you let a fighter walk into a title fight without doing running, sparring, or pad work? Of course not. Yet that's how most gym owners run their business. You skip the business road work, you avoid the sparring rounds of strategy, you always say, I'll figure it out later. But later never comes, and you stay stuck. Leveling up isn't just for fighters. Your gym's results are a reflection of your mindset. It's your fault, not your area, not your demographic, not the competition. It's you. The fix? The same way you expect fighters to get a nutritionist, strength and conditioning coach, Thailand camps, and of course, the reason they chose you, you need to do the same. You need to consume content and learn about business, get help in parts of the business you have no clue about, like marketing, sales, and admin, and listen to people who have done it successfully before you. This isn't about turning your gym corporate. It's about being a professional the same way you expect your fighters to be. Look, if you're under 100 members and stuck, I promise you this. You're not lazy, you're not a shitty pad holder, and you definitely don't need another Thai coach. You've just never had a blueprint that works for fight gyms. Here's what growth looks like. Get visible, let the right people know you exist. Build a structure that protects your time. Install systems that don't rely on you doing everything. Train yourself and your team like you train your fighters. Get support because no great fighter wins alone. This is exactly what we help gyms do at the Fight Business Coach. And we do it without asking you to sacrifice culture, authenticity, or your sanity. If this has helped, like, comment, and share it with a mate who's also a coach and needs to hear it. And if you're at the point where you know it's time to grow and you don't want to do it alone, check out the other videos in this channel. We break down real strategies, client stories, and behind the scenes systems that are scaling fight gyms the right way. I'm Frankie, the Fight Business Coach. Catch you in the next one.